Today we talk about minor league bus trips.
Hey, what's up, fellas? How you doing, man? Antonelli here.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? How we doing? Answering your questions today. Today's question is on minor league bus trips. We've told a couple of stories before about how bus trips work, but I have one story today that in some ways is funny, in some ways is a little bit disturbing. So I'll just preface it with that so you guys can decide if you want to hear the story or not. But let's talk about bus trips first, real quick, in case you haven't seen some of our other videos. When you're in the minor leagues, especially the low minor leagues, you're going to take a lot of bus trips. Okay, you don't really start flying anywhere until AAA and then the major leagues. So the low minor leagues is a lot of bus trips. It's a lot of long bus trips, and it's a lot of late night bus trips. So a lot of times you end up playing. Your game finishes at 10. You eat food. You pack up. You get on the bus at like 11 o'clock or so, and you're going to drive all the way through the night. 6, 8, 10 hours. Until you get into the next city, typically early in the morning. And then you're going to take a quick little nap if you can. You're going to go out and play that night. Okay, so you're riding on buses that are not always the greatest buses, especially again in the lower minor leagues. We've had buses break down. We've had AC go out all the time. It's hard to sleep on them. You've got players playing music loud. You got guys that don't sleep and want to talk the whole entire bus trip. You've got movies playing, so it can be kind of a mess. But I want to tell you one story to give you an idea of some of the weird things that go on team buses. Let me say this again. This didn't happen on like every team I played for, but on one team that I played for, we had a guy on the team. I'm not going to say his name or the team that I played on with him, but we had this guy that he did this thing to players, usually new players that just got to the team and didn't know about this. Call it the Spider-Man. And so what you would do is, if you think about a bus trip, right? You're tired. It's late at night. It's dark, really dark on the bus. You can barely see. Some guys are starting to fall asleep. Let's say it's like 1 in the morning, 2 in the morning. There's a group of guys that would stay up the whole night. They would never fall asleep. They're playing cards and all this stuff. And so this one kid would always do this thing when it was really dark, late at night, and one of the new guys, whether he just got called up or sent down or whatever, when he would go back to go to the bathroom, so the bathroom's always in the back of the bus, when they would go back in, they'd go in the bathroom, he would do this thing called the Spider-Man, and he would, again, sounds a little strange, he would take off all his clothes, get completely naked, and he would climb up top. So if you think about like a coach bus, where you would put your things on the top, he would climb up there and he would put his arms in, basically hold himself up to the very top. So he put his arms up here and he put his legs up back there. So think about Spider-Man kind of hanging up there, right? And he'd be completely naked and he'd go all the way back to the end of the bus, basically so that when someone comes out of the bathroom and walks a couple feet, he's right there. So the new guy he'd come out of the bathroom, and again, it's like 2 in the morning, and you're half sleeping, you just went out back there to pee or something. And so you open the door and you come out and you can't really see, it's dark and your eyes are half closed. And they'd walk like 5 feet or so, and if you can imagine this, you'd run right into the guy doing the Spider-Man. I don't have to tell you what you're running into. But that was the way that this kid would basically welcome you to the team on your first bus trip. Now, thankfully, when I got put on this team, I saw it happen to somebody else before it ever happened to me. So anytime I came out of the bathroom, I came out ready for anything bad to happen to me. But I saw plenty of guys come out and have no idea and just strolling and that would happen to them. So that was the Spider-Man. that happened a couple of times. I've seen some weird stuff happen on team buses. I can make some other videos for it, but this one takes the cake. This one is by far the strangest one I ever saw. But when that one happened, like all of a sudden the bus would like start hysterically erupting in laughter, and some people didn't find it very funny, but a lot of guys did. So that's one thing that happens on bus trips in the minor leagues. If you've never played there, now you have an idea of what it's like. Put in the comment section below if you play minor league baseball or college baseball and you've ever had really, really, really strange things happen on bus trips. Let me know in the comment section below. I want to see if anyone's had a weirder thing than the Spider-Man happen before. But that's what I got today, answering your questions. Leave a comment in the section below, like I said. In the comment section below, subscribe to the channel, share the video with all your friends, give it a thumbs up, I'd appreciate that. Check out the description box below. We've got a bunch of stuff there. We've got a deal going on with Plate Crate. We've got a Patreon page where you can support the channel. There's a link down there for you. There's a bunch of other stuff that we have down there also, so check that out. And that's all I got. Thanks again, guys, for watching. I appreciate it, and girls. And we'll talk to you later.